Anjalim Pranakrishnayam Bhavajidevayam Parameshti Gurave Namaha. So Sai Memory one more video about Sathya Sai and different materializations and materialized rings. Today let's speak about a few stories when some rings could transform itself while be on somebody's finger. Okay, most of the rings materialized by our beloved Swami Sri Sathya Sai never changed, they remain the way Swami materialized it. But some of the rings, and I know quite few cases, quite few stories, actually transformed or went through the visible changes and transformations just on the finger of the devotee. For example, one guy, actually, because I was a Sathya Sai translator for the Russian-speaking groups, so that's the reason why I have so many stories like that. Okay, he was from Latvia, that's country in Europe, and Swami materialized him a silver ring with a stone. And later on, in a few months, he noticed that part of the ring, step by step, become golden one. And why I just share with this story, because I was witness of this transformation, and that was back in the 90s, and at that time actually every year I was staying in Sathya Sai ashram for a number of months, and this boy, he was staying just the next door in the ashram, from next door from my room. And that was very interesting, not only for that boy, but also for me and other people to see the ring and observe and notice how day by day it's step by step becoming a golden one. Of course, when such things happen, I always trying to understand the spiritual meaning, because if we just contemplate different stories, different miracles, just in a way like entertainment, that's not good, because it's not entertainment, it's a message from Swami. And to understand this message when we discuss any given miracle is very important. And I think that when such a situation happens, and we have many stories like that, when silver rings could become golden one, or golden one become silver. That's I think it has a few meanings, and one of them is through that Swami shows that he is always watching life of this person. Of course, we know, at least intellectually, that Lord God, He is always knows what's happened with us. But sometimes we need proof. Sometimes we need support to our belief. And when you see that happen just exactly on on your finger, that's a really huge message that yes, really God is always watching you and always blessing you. Another story also happened with a ring. Swami materialized to one person from Moscow one golden ring with a red stone. And it was just red stone with a certain interesting structure, as sometimes stones they have. And it's interesting that step by step, in a few months, this stone, this structure of the stone changed itself, and wonderful things happen step by step. A picture, portrait of Sathya Sai appeared in a few months, not like immediately, but in a few months appeared on this stone. Of course, when Swami materialized, for example, rings with a picture of Sathya Sai Baba, his own previous incarnation, that's obvious indication about spiritual connection which particular devotee may have with Sathya Sai. Sometimes we need to analyze and try to understand the message, and sometimes I think it is even not so important to understand this, because sometimes it's just expression of love, blessing of the Lord, and sometimes even you don't need to think too much about the meaning. So it's like a balance. Yeah, in some aspect it can be certain meaning. Sometimes we just have to enjoy the process. And of course, it's a big spiritual and esoteric question, meaning of this or that stone, meaning of silver or gold. Of course, we know that gold is more expensive than silver. But when we speak about spiritual meaning, question of price, it doesn't matter, of course. Golden rings and golden color itself, it's a symbol of wisdom and the symbol of self-realization and divine light, which is golden one if you're able to see it with your third eye. So divine vibration, they're always golden one. And of course silver, it's devotion, clarity of mind, peace of mind, balance. When you have peace not only on the level of your thoughts but also your emotions. So many meanings in all that. So it means sometimes Swami materialize, let's say, silver ring, and if this quality is already done, this type of vibration, this particular devotee maybe doesn't need anymore, but more actual, more important to experience another type of vibrations. So that's the reason why all that rings sometimes can transform just on the finger of the devotee. So it's like new step, new vibration, new kind of blessings. Yeah, amazing. Our Swami is just beyond. See you next time.
Om Bhurбhuvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayantam